Welcome back to another 5 Minute Friday. I know it's been too long, and it turns out it's a little more difficult than I thought to keep up regular video releases when I'm planning for Southeast Asia, building a tiny home, and taking care of our family. But I promise you, as we get closer to the trip date, we'll be more and more consistent with the video releases, with hopefully 2 a week once we leave and embark on this grand adventure. So today we're going to talk about something that quite frankly can be one of the most frustrating components of overland gear: tool storage. In particular, we're going to talk about the Atlas 46 Yorktown and Yorktown mechanics tool rolls and how those play out and why I think it's probably the best option on the market. But first, we got to get this little thing out of the way. Like most of us, once we start taking more technical trail further and further out for longer and longer periods of time, the ability to be self-sufficient means not only carrying enough supplies for the bodies on the trip, but also carrying the necessary tools to repair your vehicle if the inevitable mechanical issues arise. Now, I'm not going to go into exactly what tools I carry because we'd be here all day, but if you want to know the skinny on what fills my Yorktowns, Milwaukee Tools is what makes up a majority of what's in them. I've used Milwaukee for years. I'm a general contracting business, and they've actually expanded their line to include mechanical tools, so it was kind of a no-brainer. They've got a great warranty and the customer service to match, but enough about Milwaukee Tools. Let's dive into the details of the Yorktown. Okay, so let's talk specifics. We have the original Yorktown tool roll that comes in at 16 inches wide, and its bigger brother, the Yorktown Mechanics, which is 20. The setup between the two is nearly identical. They have 4 main tool pouches, 11 wrench slots, and 7 tool slots. They're made of 1000 denier Cordura material and have YKK zippers, which, to those of us who aren't zipper pros, YKK are the best on the market. And why this is important is because in all my experience with gear, buckles, latches, zippers, and handles are always the first to go, so attention to detail in these areas are super key and make all the difference in the world when you're talking about something that's going to be used and abused like a tool roll would. But in the rare instance that something does go wrong, Atlas 46 has got you covered under the lifetime warranty, and like all their tools, the Yorktown are made right here in the good old US of A. The inside consists of 4 main pouches to put a bulk of the tools and a zipper pouch on the top for flatter items. The back has the 11 step-down wrench slots on one side that can fit multiple crescent wrenches or tools, and 7 opposing pockets that are slightly larger than their counterpart to accommodate wider tools. It has 2 carrying handles on either side, a cinch strap that rolls it, and buckles to keep it bundled up. The mechanics roll also has a shoulder strap. They're both made of super durable canvas type material and are double stitched, so these things are bulletproof. Okay, so let's talk about the good, the bad, and the reasons why we think if you need a solution for tools on the road, the Yorktown is the only way to go. The Yorktown is called a tool roll, and on their videos they have this cool shot of them pulling up on the cinch strap. It all rolls in on itself and they walk away all stylishly. But the reality of the situation is once you have all the tool pouches stuffed full, it's a lot less of a tool roll and more of an overstuffed tool taco. In my opinion, it's a little more of a tool bag than a tool roll, but tomato, tomato. Whether you call it a tool roll, tool bag, tool panel, or a tool thingy, the organization of the Yorktown is still perfect for roadside repairs. The pouches are big enough that they hold plenty of gear, and they open up in a way that things aren't just falling out all over the place. They come in many different colors. I chose high-vis orange because I figured tools would be easier to see the contrast of the bright orange, and couldn't hurt having a high-vis color sitting next to you if you're on a place where you might get hit or need higher visibility. I've spent the last few months working on both tool rolls and have done everything from a rear axle swap to trail side repairs, and I felt like not only is it nice to have everything in one place, but the panels kind of act as a catch-all for nuts, bolts, and everything else so it doesn't get spread out all over the place. Really, beyond being a little difficult to roll up if it's stuffed full of tools, the only issue I have with the Yorktown is that the wrenches on the back are a little hard to access when the pouches on the front are being used. But this is less of an issue and more of a side effect of the design, because I'm not sure how you would remedy this besides just zipping the pockets up and flipping it over. At any rate, we've been more than happy with the way the Yorktown stores and organizes tools. In fact, before we had them, the entire roof box on the left side was completely full of tools in its pouches, and now the center section is free for all kinds of activities. Huge shout out to Atlas 46 for sending us the Yorktown and the Yorktown Mechanics tool roll to put through their paces. Go check them out at atlas46.com. They have all kinds of cool tool storage gear and workwear. And we'll hopefully see you sooner than later next time on 5 Minute Friday. But I don't have a hat to throw at you, so peace!